Okay, we have a World Cup game in progress here. Uh, we're already towards the end of turn one. This is Gineza playing Phoenix, representing Germany, against Erik playing Crab, representing the Netherlands. We see Shinsei's Last Hope already broken here. He played a Shrewd Yasuki with it, so he got some value at least. And he's Keeper of Water going for the watering here, so gonna try and get that Keeper. Interesting that there's no City of the Rich Frog on the Crab side. Running Upholding Authority instead, I guess. So Phoenix going to win that ring, and he has an Against the Waves to stand his Ethereal Dreamer, which got used on Void, so that's what he's going to attack now. Yeah, Shinsei's Last Hope against IMS is kind of unfortunate. Finds Fertile Fields, and going to play a Supernatural Storm for the break here, so 2 breaks for Phoenix on the first turn, unless Crab has a card to answer this. I imagine the Crab deck... Oh, wow. I was gonna say, oh wow, it's a 1x assassination. That's really good. So, his opponent spent 2 cards, Against the Waves and Supernatural Storm, to try and go for that break, and he got a Fertile Fields trigger and then just assassinated it. So that is a pretty strong assassinate there, even though it was a 0 fate character. It does mean he's on 5 honor though, so I think we might see him discard this Kuni Labs. Probably just discard everything. Do you want to play... Okay, so maybe you want to play Yakamo here, since he's very much lower honor. But I imagine you discard the other 2. Phoenix gets the favor, puts it on military. So this Honored Haughty Magistrate is going to be a problem. Crab doesn't really have a way to answer that card. So with IMS, I think we should just see that Haughty Magistrate breaking a province every turn. Secluded Shrine will be good if he finds a Solemn Scholar, and he does. That's lucky. Wow, he kept the labs. That is interesting. Finds a Gallant Quartermaster and an Oshi. So I would play the Quartermaster here. If you have Way the Crab, that could be very good. Okay, he's going to use his Stronghold first. Not playing a character, only finds a Crisis Breaker. Yeah, so we do see the Solemn Scholar. So, like, I feel like I would have played the Gallant Quartermaster as the first action if I had Way of the Crab in hand. Because this is still, like, a very good Way of the Crab. But now Phoenix can maybe play, like, an Adept Zero Fate. And then it's not a good one. See if he does that though. With one fate, okay. Interesting. He only has one fate left now. So I would still probably weigh the crab here if you have it. Like, you get to kill this one fate adept, and then you get to play these other two characters. He doesn't play one though, so probably just doesn't have one if I had to guess. Does play the Yakamo. Okay, so the Shrewd Yasuki attacks City of the Rich Frog. We see a defense with the Adept of the Waves. So 2-2. Is this lower glory? Yeah, so you probably want to save your stronghold for the Haughty Magistrate. Supernatural Storm, okay. Shrewd Yasuki, gonna draw a card. And he will win that on defense. So, like, you don't really care as Crab, I guess. He was going for air. Your opponent spent a card and you didn't, so you're happy with that. Jade Tetsubo on Yakamo. Adept of the Waves gives covert to Haughty Magistrate, so we're going to see a water attack here, probably covert Yakamo, and break this Fertile Fields. Seems good. Coverting him on your military attack is quite good as well. Although he could have just gone political first anyway, so. Gallant Quartermaster going to defend so he doesn't lose an honor. I wonder if he has a way to sacrifice that. There's the Stronghold. Also defending because the water ring could bow the quartermaster, I guess, but you're probably, like, he's gonna stand his adept anyway. If he has away the crab, he got a draw off of the Yasuki, so if he has away the crab now, that would be pretty good. I imagine he'll probably want to go void here. You really need to get rid of this Haughty Magistrate. Oh, he does have the way of the crab. Very nice. So you probably sacrifice the adept, right? Yeah. I think you have to do that. So Yakama will attack now. The problem is Solemn Scholar will just bow him. Okay, so he doesn't attack. That's fair. So Solemn Scholar can take a fate off of a ring now, but it means you have to attack a face down province, which I think is either going to be shameful or upholding, right? Let me double check. Yeah, shameful or upholding. If you hit shameful, it's really bad. If you hit upholding, it's really good. So it's a big coin flip. Not going to take it. He'll be first player this turn. So I imagine we'll see him go void with the Haughty Magistrate to void this Yakamo. So still a pretty rough spot for Crab here. Let's see what he finds. He finds a duplicate. That's pretty good. That means the Void Ring won't be able to get rid of him. Kaio Envoy. Unfortunately, no holdings here. Although he does have Season of War. We could potentially see him activate the Season of War, I think, because that gets rid of the second Secluded Shrine. So like, the problem is giving your opponent 2 passing fate. If you play this Envoy, okay, he's gonna use the Stronghold. I think using the Stronghold means he's not gonna Season of War. Which I'm kind of not a big fan of. Because, yeah, all 3 of your labs are already in discard. Season could find another Iron Mine. Kaio Envoy. Has Phoenix passed already? Yeah, he passed. Okay. So yeah, at this point, I don't think you use Season. Yeah, that's true. If you attack with the Scholar last turn, he would have Tetsubo'd you, so it makes sense that he didn't attack. So Crab does at least have a ton of characters here. Hopefully he has a rebuild, or these Shrewd Yasukis are not going to be doing much here. He's seen 15 cards. He's got to have one, right? Does Phoenix run Censure? I have to imagine he does. Yeah, 3 Censures, so could just stop the rebuilds from going off. Only 7 cards in hand, though, to 12 on the Crab side. So we'll see. This is a Echo Bird deck, I just realized. Hasn't seen any of his birds yet, though. So the Haughty Magistrate gets covert again. Again, coverting that Yakama on your military is pretty good. I mean, it's not amazing anymore because you don't have to worry about Tetsubo and the Magistrate now that she has no fate. But it does force him to defend with a different character to prevent the unopposed. Finds upholding authority, so Crab is actually happy about that, I think, because Shameful here would not have done a whole lot. I guess it might force him to spend another card to break, but with 6 cards in the Phoenix hand, the upholding is probably going to be pretty good. So you definitely defend with something. Do you just defend with the Shrewd Yasuki, or do you throw the Envoy in as well? Let's take a look at the Phoenix deck. No Assassinate. Whoa. That's the wrong Yasuki, right? Why is he putting the 2-Fate Yasuki in? Plays a Watch Commander, okay. Um, I mean, he still just uses box and breaks this, right? Or maybe he, yeah, okay, he uses box. Oh wait, Shuji is just holding in play, not on your side. I completely forgot. So he can use that thanks to the shrine. Forget everything I was saying earlier about rebuild. Uh, I still don't see. Okay, 5 fires. I don't think he can do anything about that. Like, defend your honor doesn't help. I don't think anything saves him here. So he'll watering the Yakumo now. And then you'll need a common cause or something to stand it. But still, like, if you attack, then you just get Solemn Scholared, so I don't know, it's a rough spot for Crab. Is there anything else he can do in this conflict that would matter? Oh, he can Student of Anatomies, I guess. Then what would it be? 6 to 3? So it would still be breaking. Yeah, so we just see a pass. And is Against the Waves, Bonsai, 2 Echoes, and Tadaka. Ooh, okay. So, I mean, you gotta go with the 2 Echoes, right? Like, that's just the best value here. Yeah. Oh, he can blank the Scholar, that's true. So you can Common Cause to stand Yakumo, and then Student of Anatomies to blank the Scholar. And then what? Attack Void, I guess? Or Air, maybe? Man, all of the rings seem really good here. Okay, he's just going to do a Student of Anatomies attack first, it looks like. Wonder what ring he chooses here. Or Shuryusuki, that works too. He's gonna go Political Void. Or Earth. Again, both rings very strong here. Um, so this lets you use the Shuryusuki and then sacrifice it with the student, I guess. But he has two sacrifice targets already, unless he's going to try and save the other Yasuki. But if you have a save, you use it on Yakamo here. So it would have to be two saves, I guess. I mean, he might just double reprieve, so then he would sacrifice. He could common cause the envoy and then student the Yasuki. We see defense with two. Let's see, there's no court games in the crab deck. He could play a Tattooed Wanderer, I guess, or an Ornate Fan. Let's see if he wants to play a card. Uses Yasuki. The one thing Crab does have going for him is he has a pretty huge card advantage here. And Phoenix's hand is currently dead except for this Bonsai, which won't be useful in this conflict. He can just Solemn Scholar to bow the Yasuki though, unless you student first. Like, I think Erik mainly just wanted the 2 fate on this ring and force a defense with somebody. Or force him to use the Scholar, but he's probably not going to do that on this Yasuki. Unless he has to. We do see Student of Anatomies on the Solemn Scholar, so I think that means he has a buff here. Yeah, he has an Ornate Fan, okay. So again, we know Phoenix's hand, all he has is that Bonsai, so this Void Ring will go off here. Probably void the Scholar, if I had to guess. Let's find out. Nope, voids the Adept, okay. That's fair. The Scholar isn't really a big threat as long as you have a student, so that one's more stats. The only issue is if he finds more Scholars, I guess. The Adept is also annoying because he can give somebody covert. So Phoenix going to attack Earth, it looks like. That's another thing, is like, as soon as Crab takes one of those 2 fate rings, Phoenix kind of has to go for the other one. Stronghold is Kuni Wastelands, not really going to do anything here. He does have to watch out for that Bonsai though. And he has 2 fate now, he can play against the waves. Won't really help him right now. Oh, it was political, never mind. So Bonsai doesn't help. Water covert is painful if he reprieves his tower. Yeah, that is very true. Elegant Tessin, okay, so no common cause, but does still have a way to get his last conflict in here. And, do you just go fire here? Whichever ring you don't take here, you can take next turn. Okay, he is going to go air. 3 skill Solemn Scholar would be 6 with the favor if he bonsais. So like if you have 3 skill in your hand, then you know you can win this fight. Oh, he doesn't defend, okay. Why does he not defend? Not sure. Standing does not get you favor. Okay, so here's the rebuild. Gonna get an iron mine. See if he has another save. Would have to be a reprieve. No. Yeah, the no defense I think was probably a mistake, unless he just wanted him to break city so he can't keep farming it. But it does seem weird. Like all you lose is one honor, I guess. Yeah, you want to find another magistrate, or I guess bird isn't that useful now that you've discarded 2 echoes, but yeah, another magistrate would be great. So I'm not really sure why he didn't defend. Butcher of the Fallen. Unbroken provinces, so X is 2. So if he plays that, nobody can defend against it on the Phoenix board. But he's probably a little bit more worried about defending his stronghold than attacking here. And you already have Yakama, which can just break provinces already, so I don't think we'll see the Butcher get played. Probably play this Yasuki and the Envoy. Maybe the other student too. Okay, probably not the other student now. Yeah. You can save the student that you do have on the board with the Vanguard Warrior if you need to. So 2 fate on this firing. Phoenix going to bid 5. I like the 3 bid from Erik there, knowing that Phoenix needs more cards, and that lets him stay at lower honor, so Yakamo is still turned on. So Crab is first player. You can student the Scholar and then attack with Yakamo. Maybe. The other thing is, like, if you have a common cause in hand, you can just eat the Scholar trigger and then stand back up. But probably better to use the student and save your stand. Ethereal Dreamer on Void. So Crab is going to attack Void here. Ooh, okay. Interesting. It's a good place to have Shrine. So attacking Void does a few things. It forces him to either use the Solemn Scholar or block this, because he doesn't want to get Void Ringed. And it also takes the Void Ring off the table so the Ethereal Dreamer can't attack it. Okay, we see another Watch Commander. Doesn't actually do anything to help him win this conflict. Kind of wonder if he forgot that it was Senpuku Seido. Playing that Watch Commander there doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So Phoenix can attack. Okay, we see against the waves. He can attack fire for the 2 fate. Water seems not amazing here. You probably don't throw everything in. You probably want to save something so you can make sure that the water conflict happens this turn. And go either fire or earth here, I think. Okay, so political fire with just the scholar, okay. I think this is fine. Just get the fade off the fire ring. See if he has anything else up his sleeve here. Going political is good too because then Yukamo can't defend this for free. Like, if it was military, he would be really happy to defend with Yukamo because then he would have Defend Your Honor turned on. Okay, defends with 3 and passes. Sure. So do you just student and then sacrifice the student now? Or do you sacrifice the envoy? I think you want to use student and attack Earth here. Hey Arash, how's it going? Definitely seems like Erik is getting back into this game. He was in a pretty tight spot, but without that magistrate, Phoenix doesn't really have as much pressure. Only problem is it's only a matter of time until he finds another one of those. Or he even echoes the one that he already played. Water. Hmm. Oh, he passed his conflict. Okay. Fair enough. So Phoenix is going water now. No, he's going earth. Yeah. If you're attacking the stronghold, you should not go water because Tsuki won't be able to use her reaction. Yeah, he is losing 2 students after this turn. We might see him use this Vanguard Warrior to save this student though, so I think you might have to do that just to make sure you still have a student. Jade Tetsubo, Cloak of Night. What's he planning? Does that stop Defend Your Honor? What this could be is you echoes the Haughty Magistrate, and this character has 3 glory now. He would still need to play at least 1 more card to be breaking. And the student hasn't even been used yet, so he can just student the Magistrate if that's the play. He does have Bonsai. That is correct. Yeah, student has not been used yet. He just passed his second conflict. Okay, what's it gonna be? Let's see what's in the deck. My ancestor's strength, I guess. Doesn't get you a whole lot here. Yeah, highest mill is 3. So it's just gonna be a pass. So I wonder what he was trying to do there. Maybe he was trying to do something and then realized that he couldn't actually do it. That is unfortunately a waste of the cloak. Yeah, I might have forgotten the student. Oh no! He forgot Vanguard Warrior. Tragic. I mean, even crab players do that sometimes, and Erik is not a crab main, so that is very unfortunate, though. Let's see, he finds an iron mine here, Gallant Quartermaster. Yeah, there's the Haughty on the other side, so man, that is really a shame. Oh wow, he plays Season of War, okay. Interesting. And Crab just finds another iron mine anyway. Does he want a Season of War again? Yeah, that was a strange season, I think. Plays Uona. What do you do here? Play the Vanguard Warrior? Yeah. Yeah, that season seems like it was good for Erik. He does have 2 Fushicho in the discard now, so he can forebears, but he only has 1 forebears left in his deck. So there's a low chance that he has it in his hand, and even if he does, he has to get past Defend Your Honor. Crisis Breaker. Okay, Phoenix passes, so... Uh-oh. 2 cards left in his Dynasty deck. Okay. So he's not going to use his Stronghold. Yeah, IMS Forebears is something. Erik bids 1 since he is going to mill Dynasty next turn. Probably. I guess he could potentially not, but probably will. Is that the last season? Yeah. I mean, I guess he could keep it. Yeah, I mean, you could forebears the bird and then on your attack, and then when the bird leaves, you bring the magistrate. That's crazy though. Even after Phoenix bid 5-3 last turn and then 5-1 this turn, and he's still down on cards. I guess it's just those Shrewd Yasukis putting in a lot of work this game. Oh, that's true. Kuni Wasteland. Yeah, so he would have had to attack the other province. It's just triggered abilities, right? Yeah, cannot trigger character abilities or initiate keywords. So you could still forebears the Haughty Magistrate. Contesting the air ring, and he's just going to defend that and Jade Tetsubo. So yeah, as long as Erik doesn't die this turn, I think he's in a pretty solid spot. The only thing he does still have to worry about is either the forebears magistrate or the last magistrate getting drawn. I don't think he can win the game this turn. We'll see what happens. Forebears is only during a military conflict, though, I believe. So as long as that doesn't happen this conflict, he should be safe this turn at least. Yeah, wasting the cloak was unfortunate. Forebears on Fushicho, but we do see a Defend Your Honor. And yeah, we do see a Censure as well. Does he have another Defend Your Honor? Looks like no. So the Fushicho does come in. 10-9, so he's only winning by 1. And he's down to 2 honor after that. The Watch Commander just pinged him for 2. So he can only play 1 more card. And there's a Bonsai. So I don't think he's even going to win this conflict, and the bird won't be able to trigger. I think. The end of the conflict. So like it's still during the conflict, right? Can't remember exactly how that works. My ancestor's strength would be another 5. That's true. No, we see a pass though. Shrewd Yasuki. Man, Shrewd Yasuki is such a good card. It's almost as good as Alibi Artist. Is that correct? He didn't even take the Magistrate, he took Kaede. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if that ruling is correct though. I think Arash is asking about that right now. It might be. Kikita Dojo. Kikita Dojo. Tell the end of the conflict. Okay, so people are saying that it does work, actually. You can Ugina trigger with 4 bears, okay. Alright, well, we got that sorted out at least. In the meantime, it looks like Erik got all of his keepers in play. This is actually very important because he's about to mill Dynasty, so if he didn't get those in play, they would all get shuffled back in. So anyway, knowing that it works now, I am wondering why he didn't go for the Haughty Magistrate. Because the Magistrate is like the one card that Crab just has no answer to, right? Until the end expires before at the end. Yeah, exactly. Like, you just get Magistrate, you use Stronghold, and then you have literally any buff. And you win. This is still a big attack though, coming in with 11. Looks like 7 defense. One thing though is that with this Watch Commander here, Phoenix is limited to playing 1 card. And there's an Ornate Fan on the Shujisuki. Winning on board. Well, not after the fan, right? Yeah. So you probably want to use Tadaka first. Yeah, use the Stronghold. He passes. Why don't you use Tadaka? I mean, he is still winning. Oh, right. I forgot that Kuni Wasteland exists. My bad. Oh, fight on Yakumo. Okay. That doesn't even put him ahead, though. So, it's a little bit curious. And a Tattooed Wanderer. Wow. I'm kind of wondering why he's fighting so hard for the win here. Like, yeah, now he just uses Stronghold. I feel like this is a mistake to spend 2 cards and then your opponent uses Stronghold and you still lose. Like, I think he really just wants to get his opponent to spend cards because of the Watch Commander, but maybe forgot about Stronghold. Well, yeah, it isn't even to prevent losing one card, it's to have your opponent use the Stronghold, which is not a good trade. What's he doing? He's rebuilding? Oh, Kunilab. Okay. I mean, you could have just done that instead of playing the Fight On and the Wanderer, and you still would have won, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he could have just done that. That was not really sure what happened there. I think that was just a mistake. Common cause, so he is going to get to attack here. Let's see, do you go fire or void? Fire keeps the honor pressure going, and you are first player next turn. Void, on the other hand, gets rid of Kaede. Oh, can't void Kaede. She's immune to ring effects. That is true. So probably just fire. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't forget Vanguard again. That would be tragic. Sure, you can just go at Senpuku Seido here. Seems good. And I don't think your opponent can play one card that will... He can't play one card any... Well, if it's a conflict character, he could and still not lose. He could cloud the Vanguard, that's true. Yeah, I would actually just use this Vanguard, like, right now, while it's not clouded. Like, as soon as your opponent can't attack Void anymore, which is now, you just want to use the Vanguard, probably. Uses Tadaka. Oh, he doesn't even have to be in the conflict. Interesting. So he's going to remove a bunch of characters here and have a look at his opponent's hand. Oh, he could use Vanguard on Suki. Yeah, that would be super big brain. For sure. Let's see what's in his hand, though. He discards Away the Crab. Yeah, I mean, like, none of this matters, right? Yeah, so dishonor one of these guys. Let's see if he sees it. No. Tragic. That would have been cool. Well, hopefully he at least remembers to use Vanguard Warrior. There we go. Very good. And then maybe he can just break the Stronghold. What is the Stronghold province? We haven't seen Frostbitten, and we haven't seen Shameful, so it's probably Frostbitten, right? If he keeps this Kunilab, he has a ton of force. Yeah, no retired. It is open deck lists. And he is not running that province. Let's see, this is not when you want to see the forge, really. I guess after you reshuffle, it could be good. Butcher of the Fallen, though, doesn't do a whole lot here, actually. Only if he plays one of these two. He's gonna play it anyway, though. It's 6 military. He can reshuffle. He has 9 honor. Yeah, I don't know about using the Caillou Forge there. He actually, if he looked through his discard pile, he would know if he had any holdings left. Oh wow, he bought the bird with 1 fate. That is interesting. Buys the Vanguard Warrior. Oh, he actually can't reshuffle. He's stuck at 0 in deck. So I guess it didn't matter with the Forge. He maybe just used it to check if it was a holding since he didn't want to do that manually. But yeah, he has a ton of characters here. So I think he can just smash the Stronghold with his attack. Plays a fine Katana. If you have your last Watch Commander and you can play that on the Crisis Breaker here, that would be ideal because then it guarantees Phoenix can't play any cards. We get Tetsubo. What does that one do? Sets it to 0. Okay. Seems good. Looks like no Watch Commander, but he does still have a window. Like, if he uses Frostbitten, then he can still just play the other Watch Commander if he has it. Yeah, Wicked Tetsubo is a pretty wicked card. What's he doing here? Yeah, you just swing with everybody, right? Like, is there a way that this doesn't break it? If you have... Actually, he still has a Watch Commander left, right? Yeah, if he has the 3rd Watch Commander, then he just wins. Yeah, I don't know why Void over Air. Did it have a fate? Oh, it had a fate, yeah. That's why. Like, if you don't break this here... how many Against the Waves have we seen? All 3. Yeah, I mean, I assume he wants that fate for something. Yeah, he can discard that Watch Commander. Wait. Oh no, that's Wicked Tetsubo. Yeah, he already discarded the Watch Commander with the Frostbitten. So there's no Watch Commander now. He used Yasuki. So Phoenix can play a card here. If he has the last Watch Commander, he just wins. There's no 1 card. He needs to Tadaka now? Yeah. That is true. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you just Tadaka and look at the whole hand, and if he has the Watch Commander, you discard it. He obviously didn't have it, so he either drew it off of the Yasuki there, or he just doesn't have it. And either way, you can discard it. He only removed 6. So potentially he could see every card but the Watch Commander if he did draw it. That would be pretty insane. Discards Bonsai. Erik passes. Okay, so he doesn't have it. He has 2 fight on though, so like even if he somehow doesn't break here, he still just wins every conflict this turn, I think. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. How does Phoenix prevent this break? I don't think he does. Yeah, he just passes. Okay. So Erik wins the game for the Netherlands. Yeah, congratulations to Erik. Interesting game there. I do think that he should have gone for the Haughty Magistrate off of the Fushicho rather than the Kaede. Like, that's really the card that Crab has the most trouble dealing with. Kaede doesn't really do a whole lot, to be honest, other than bring in some more skill and void somebody. But yeah, congratulations to Erik. Let's see if we can see. Looks like they haven't submitted any games yet, so I'm not sure what the total is. Could just be 1-0 for Netherlands. He did have less time on clock. It wasn't a significant amount less, but don't think he had the stats to break with Magistrate. Yeah, potentially. He played 2 storms like really early, so might have just not had the buffs he needed. He still had. Did he still have that bonsai in his hand? Yeah, he must have, because he never played it. So he did have a bonsai. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for this game. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time.